Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Tales of Berseria. Lange hat es wieder gedauert, aber jetzt geht es endlich weiter. Und wir müssen, was machen wir? Okay, ich muss ja kämpfen, so wie es aussieht. Aber zuerst mal, würde ich sagen, quatschen wir mal eine Runde mit den Leuten hier auf der Map.
Don't worry, Kamawana. There's nothing to fear here.
Fear? Are you scared about something, Medusa? You can tell me about it. I'll listen. It's just us here, and my lips are sealed. Everyone knows I'm good at keeping secrets.
All right, I guess I'll tell you.
All right, go on.
Velvet and her friends left to go fight one last battle. It's a really important fight. For you, for me, and for everyone in the whole wide world.
How important is it?
More than I can even imagine. And right now, nobody knows how it'll go, or what will happen afterward.
That sounds scary.
It is. That's why I was thinking of praying for you to be safe, sweetie. No matter what happens. But it just feels strange to do that.
Strange? Why?
Well, my god was someone who'd take away the feelings of those who prayed to him.
That's silly. Wouldn't he get lonely if he had nobody to pray to him?
Yeah, I think he would.
I think I understand. Something really big is about to happen and you're worried because you have no one to depend on. Don't worry, I'm right here with you, Medusa. And so are Dial, and Orthy, and Russ, and even the Rhino Stacros. So you're not alone.
Kamawana.
Or maybe a kid, a lizard, 2 dogs, and a beetle aren't much to depend on.
No, I think I can count on all of you more than I can that god at this point. Thank you, sweetie.
Better than a god. I'm not sure I'd go that far. But if I'm ever in danger, I know my mom will come rescue me. I know she will, so don't worry about me.
You're right. Your mother will protect you. I promise.
Yep, I know it.
Oh, Kamawana, Medusa. Surely there's some way we can save Kamawana and the others. I couldn't tell you. I just feel like I have to do something for Kamawana.
Ich hoffe, da gibt es wirklich eine Möglichkeit.
A merchant friend who works with the Abbey told me about this one weird Class 4 island. Some exorcist went there, and when they came back, they were laid up in bed, having awful nightmares and saying strange things in their sleep.
What sort of things?
Stuff like the walls moving and attacking them, fairies flying in front of them. All kinds of weird.
Couldn't those just be demons they saw there?
Hey, I ain't done. Towards the end, they were talking about not wanting to see people's backs, that they hated them.
They hated backs? What could that mean?
I don't know. That's what makes it so strange.
Maybe they saw the back of some demon on the island, and they don't want to be reminded.
Your guess is as good as mine. But if you do decide to go, you'd best watch your backs.
Okay, neue Verwaltungsstudent Klasse 4. So, da haben wir noch eins hier. Ah, hier drin. Guck mal, hier gibt es eine Pflanze, die nehme ich mal gleich mit hier.
Hey, teacher? You managed to decipher what the ancient book had to say about Inomina's awakening, didn't you?
Right after we escaped from Titania, yes. I'm just sorry it wasn't of much use to you.
Oh, come on, Grim. I'd say it turned out all right.
That's not for you to decide.
You're not seriously blaming Grim for all that.
No, I'm not. But I'd still like to know anything more specific about Inominat.
Please, tell us what you've learned.
All right. What Inominat needs to fully awaken isn't a large quantity of malevolence, but rather the quality of it, in 8 types. Specifically, he needs despair, hatred, greed, conceit, lust, obsession, cowardice, and selfishness.
If each was assigned to a single Therian, then Velvet would be hatred and Kamawana greed, right?
Medusa would be conceit. Teresa is lust. And Orthrus... obsession?
And cowardice for Griffin. That leaves the Rhino-Stagros with selfishness.
But Artorius was trying to steal despair from me. How does that fit in? 8 types of malevolence and only 7 Therians. It definitely doesn't add up. Whatever the case, it seems obtaining this 8th malevolence is the final obstacle before Inominat's full awakening.
I see. That would certainly explain Artorius' behavior. His plan was to foster profound hatred within Velvet, before plunging her into despair.
And he used her brother to do it.
If that's true, gathering all the Therians served a greater purpose. Right now, the Abbey has no means to collect despair.
But with Teresa dead, shouldn't a new Therian have taken her place?
Yeah, but after we killed her, the Abbey still went out of their way to try to capture me. That must mean they haven't been able to secure the new Therian. And even if they did, it wouldn't have despair.
That's a good point. Artorius spent 3 long years trying to foster the despair within you. If that is indeed the specific type of malevolence Inominat needs, it must not be something one can find overnight.
Right. We need to attack while there's still time. Indeed. Yet...
Is something troubling you?
Yes. It comes down to the very idea of quality where malevolence is concerned. When you talk about the relative quality of something, what you're really talking about is its purity. That would mean that Therians pick out and devour this pure malevolence.
Yeah.
But malevolence by its very nature is impure. Therefore, for some person or creature to become a Therian, they'd need to be responsive to a purity of impurity. Surely few could ever meet such a stringent criterion.
So we don't need to worry so much?
Oh, but I think I know someone who fits that description. Perhaps a certain succession of top exorcists who have tried to suppress and purify the spread of malevolence.
You don't mean...
It's just a concern. For now, at least.
Okay. Na, was ist hier? Jetzt. Das wird auf jeden Fall nochmal mega interessant werden. So, wo müssen wir denn jetzt hin? Wir müssen Richtung Osten laufen, ne? Schätze ich mal, also aufs Eisfeld, oder? Mal ja. Na, werden wir ja gleich sehen. Halt hier nicht. Dann muss ich... hier raus, oder?
If only I could just use my power to seal Inominat.
Looks like you're raring to go, eh, Laphicette? Just don't be too eager to help, okay? You've got a bad habit of trying to play the good guy.
Oh no, I'm not a good guy. I'm a selfish, wicked little boy.
Oh, is that so?
But if you acknowledge your own selfishness, then it's something you've chosen for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Then we have that in common. Now, all that's left is to follow your own creed. Only that.
Besides, I'm a demon. Even if you were the worst of the worst, I'd be like, cool.
Thanks, Eisen. Thanks, Rokuro.
Velvet. Don't give up on Laphicette just yet, okay?
So, you were eavesdropping on us at the inn.
Heavens! I never knew a praetor to be so utterly shameless!
All right, I was. But that's not what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is...
I know. No matter how selfish you are, life's empty without anyone to share it with.
Correct. She's got a point.
More than anything, I don't want to give up. Not on myself.
Wird schon schief gehen. So, jetzt haben wir mal hier den Speicherpunkt rein. Okay, das passt schon mal. Gehen wir erstmal in die Mitte. So machen wir erstmal einen Kampf, damit wir wieder reinkommen.
Behold the arts of my ancestors! Ungiven style! Aaron! Deception! Double haste!
Your style is really...
Nochmal bei den Level up, oder? Hab ich mich jetzt getäuscht.
What is all this?
Oh, calm down. It's just steam.
Really? Oh, I get it. Mount Killerhouse is melting the bottom of the glacier.
Of course. The heat and the cold are engaged in a feudal war. Just like someone I know.
Why not worry about the path you're taking?
The path I'm taking?
Oh, hot!
Wait, beneath this ice?
Is boiling hot water.
How can you be so calm right now? One false step and we're poached!
Probably.
If you don't slip, you won't die.
For the Reaper, you're certainly optimistic.
Where's that famous apathy of yours today, Magulu?
Who cares about apathy? Especially when I got friends as depraved as you.
So. Jetzt hier hochgehen. Warte mal. Na gut, den wollte ich eigentlich günstiges treffen. Aber dabei ist es ein riskantes Treffen geworden. Passiert. Boah. Level up. Sehr gut, sehr gut. Ja.
The sky. The snow. It's all red. So this is a scarlet night.
Pretty strange, isn't it?
It's amazing. It's not like I'm happy about it or anything.
If you're worried about Laffy or Celica, you don't need to be. I was just wondering what makes the moon turn so red.
They say the Crimson Moon is a gate to beyond, and is proof of humanity's sins.
A sign of sin, huh? Maybe the moon drinks up the innocent blood spilled by the wicked.
My, it would take a wicked mind indeed to come up with something like that.
Please, don't say such frightening things.
A scarlet night occurs whenever a full moon is in a certain position. The land and the moon pull at each other, and Earth Pulse energy spills into the sky, turning it red.
Yes, and the amount of power is said to create enough mana to affect even an Empyrean.
So that's why the ritual is done on a scarlet night.
But the world of humanity is violent, and the Earth Pulse is stained with all the blood spilled throughout history. So Rokuro's theory might have hit a little closer to the truth than expected.
Oh, a wild guess hits the mark.
Don't get used to it.
It sure does look grim, though.
Yeah.
Guck mal, eine Kiste. Die nehmen wir noch mit. Okay.
That's the cave. I can feel a powerful earth pulse flowing inside it.
It looks like we can reach the core from there.
Ah, es wird wohl langsam ernst hier. Und glücklicherweise ist noch ein Speicherpunkt hier. Nehmen wir natürlich gleich mit. Dann mal los.
All right, Velvet. I think it's time you let us in on your plan for how we escape if and when the volcano erupts.
There is no plan.
Oh, what? Then even if we awaken the elemental Empyreans, we're still toast!
I'm not going to die.
Well, I'm super happy for you, but what about the rest of us?
I'm sure you'll all make it.
Don't you think you're being a bit blithe?
I doubt there'll be an eruption at all. We'll only be using the volcano's life spring to push souls into the earth pulse. I don't think that should have much of an impact on the volcano's activity itself.
Well, if you say so. That's a load off.
Aye. But the ancients also say that when the four Empyreans awaken, there's a great shift in the earth. If they're angry about being roused from their slumber, I don't think a volcanic eruption is something we can rule out.
See? What did I tell you?
Really, I'm sure we'll be fine. If the volcano erupts, we'll just deal with it.
You're starting to sound like Velvet.
You look sure of yourself, but I'm still nervous.
It may be best to write up a will. Eisen, do you have a pen and paper?
Yeah, but I'm using them.
That's enough. You already know how this will turn out, right?
Oh, so you figured that out.
It wasn't hard. Besides, it's not like you have anyone to give a will to.
Oof, way to cut to the quick.
Guti, los geht's. Und kommt ihr mal mit?
I can fight too!
Disruption! Double haze! 4-2!
This fight is over!
Oh, hier rennt einiges rum, aber da nehmen wir jetzt nicht alles mit, würde ich sagen. Gucken, ob wir uns anschleichen können. Na, bei denen hat es geklappt. dazu. Gut, soll das mal reichen? Ich denke, noch ein Level up schaffen wir sowieso nicht. Dann mache ich gleich weiter.
Always be on guard.
Behold the arts of my ancestors! Dragon style! Aaron!
Are you hurt?
Wow,
Be on guard.
das war wirklich schnell, ey. So, wartet mal. Bisschen mal ein Luffy. Der hat Probleme. Dann nehmen wir erstmal den hier.
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
I'm freezing. So
On to battle.
cold.
If you fall asleep, we're leaving you. Come on, really?
Die sind sehr schnell. Wir wollen ja nicht zurück. Können wir bestimmt drüber springen mit dem Board. Aber so weit sind wir ja noch nicht. Was ist das denn jetzt wieder für ein Labyrinth hier? Na gut, die sind nicht ganz so schnell. Mit dem entkommen. wird das so viel. Den nehmen wir gleich mit hier.
Always be on guard.
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
You'll be facing Shigure soon.
Yeah, not long now. I know this is a weird time to bring this up, Laphicet, but there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
All right, ask away.
I knew you'd say that. So, how was your bath in Mercio?
Huh?
You went in with Velvet, right? Just between us guys. What was it like?
What are you getting at, Rokuro?
Let me in on this too. It'll be our secret.
Ja.
Not you too, Eisen!
There's nothing to be ashamed of. There are just certain times in life when you need to find your resolve and seize the opportunity. We just want to know what your resolve got you.
Right. It's like a test.
Stop it! I didn't go into the bath with her!
Well, that's a shame. That might have been your one shot. Once you're all grown up, you won't be able to get away with it.
That's why I didn't do it. I'm tired of Velvet treating me like a little kid.
Bravo!
You passed the test.
Right. You don't need me to watch over you anymore.
Why did you laugh like that?
We're just happy that you're growing up.
I don't understand you two. If you're just gonna pick on me, go away.
We're sorry, but I really needed that. Laughter's good for the soul.
Rokuro, were you feeling tense?
You wouldn't think it, huh? But now I can fight like I always do. I owe you, Laphicet.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Looks like the next test is yours.
Yeah. Laphicet, Eisen. Watch me prove myself.
Na dann. Hoffen wir mal, dass das alles so klappt.
Rokuro, how do you think Shigure will move against us?
He's not really the imaginative type. He'll be out in the open, waiting for us.
It's the perfect place for a flanking attack.
We don't need to worry about an ambush. Shigure is waiting for us ahead.
Ich komme hier nicht vorbei, ne? Oder? Genau, erwischt uns. Was zu machen, denke ich. So, jetzt haben wir hier noch einen Speicherpunkt. Boah, jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Na, da haben sie sich ein schönes Schlachtfeld rausgesucht hier. Oh, na gut.
Wow, really? He's really just waiting for us here? Rokuro!
It's okay.
Incredible! The old bastard forged himself into a sword!
Indeed. That blade's the embodiment of Kurogane's centuries of study.
The Kurogane Stormquell. I like it.
Just Kurogane for now. He will be the blade that surpasses both Stormquell and Stormhowl. And when it does, then he will have earned the name Kurogane Stormquell.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Watch out. I wouldn't be surprised if he used an Armatus.
An Armatus? It's not my style to rely on anyone's help.
Ha! Says the big bad exorcist. Look, you'll even ask a tubby kitty for help.
Shut up! I'm totally not!
He isn't. Quite the opposite, actually. Shigure asked me to restrain his power.
Restrain his power? Wait, you don't mean...
She does. It's for my training. At first, I could barely even move my little finger. Morgrim, release my bindings.
Can a human even be this strong?
Kitty Wampus was holding him back?
With enough will, humans can do anything. This was to be my secret weapon against Artorias.
I'm impressed.
Rokuro!
Sorry, but we're pitching in.
Good. I'll take you all at once. Forget about fighting fair. You won't beat me unless you use everything you've got.
I know. All too well.
All right.
Killing flash! When I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero!
Das hat, glaube ich, nichts getan, oder?
I don't even need to dodge.
Ach, scheiße.
So you can handle my attacks now.
This is where the
Was er denn?
fight truly begins, Shigure!
What do you know? I totally agree. I don't even need to dodge. It'll be the same every time. Target style. Final judgment. Shooting squeeze. Double haze! Double haze! See this? See this? Hurricane form sudden! This way! Hurricane! Double haze! What?
Ich bräuchte mal noch eine schnelle Heilung einmal noch. Danke.
It'll be the same every time! Target style! Final judgment! You people are really something, aren't you?
Don't act like you're impressed. I haven't even shown you my true blade.
Your true blade? Well then, no time for me to take a break.
Shigure!
Keep out of this one, Morgrim.
Rokuro, he's still got plenty of power left.
Of course he does. He's Shigure Rangetsu after all.
2 blades, you sure?
Why don't you find out? It's your life on the line.
The same goes for you. Three of them. So this is your true blade.
That's right. I developed this technique to defeat you.
Not bad at all. This is my parting gift to Kurogane. Take... Stormhowl. One last thing. Please, let this fat cat go.
Shigure?
Shigure, you were ordered to be executed because I
was already planning on leaving. I was sick of living the life of a chained dog. Idiot. Stop worrying about the little things. Rejoice when your blade finds its mark. Seethe when it doesn't. Die when one finds you. That's all there is to it. The way of the sword is a simple one. That's what makes it so much fun.
Yeah, it really is.
That's the vicious face I'm looking for. If only Artorias' stony face could smile like that, he'd be a lot happier.
Yeah. Velvet.
We're good?
We're good. My blade found its mark.
Whew.
What's the matter? Why are you crying?
I'm not crying.
Okay.
Okay? Is that all you have to say?
What's wrong? You really are crying.
You and Shigure. You were brothers, but...
Oh, that. It's really nothing to shed tears over.
How can you pretend it's not important? Don't tell me it's because you're a demon.
You went and answered your own question.
So you will say it's because you're a demon?
No, that's not the answer, actually. It's not because I'm a demon. It's because we're swordsmen that I'm not sad.
Huh?
When we fought, when we both really fought, I got this sharp, vivid feeling that pierced straight to my core. When we were both throwing ourselves wholly into the battle, we wanted to keep on fighting forever, like an unquenchable thirst. That's a feeling we only got from each other.
Lord Shigure did seem to be enjoying himself. I feel like I can understand it a little better now. But I'll never comprehend it.
That's for the better. If you did, you'd end up like us.
Probably so.
I wonder when I'll be able to have a match like that again.
You won't have to worry about that.
Hmm?
Just as you work so hard to defeat Lord Shigure, another swordsman will do the same to defeat you.
You're not wrong. Your positivity reminds me of him. Now I'm suddenly craving a cup of Yozakura Anmitsu.
Yozakura Anmitsu?
Cherry blossom flavored sweet bean paste, black sesame ice cream, and fruit. It was Shigure's favorite.
That's kind of hard to picture, but I'd like to try it.
It's settled then. When this is all over, I'll take you out for some.
I look forward to that.
Then make sure you come back alive, alright?
You too, Rokuro. Yozakura Anmitsu. I won't forget.
If you want to leave now, Rokuro, I won't stop you.
Don't forget, my purpose here is to repay my debt to you.
Na gut, da haben wir das geschafft. Was ist mit dem Schwert?
Rokuro, you said something to him at the end.
To Shigure?
Yeah. Maybe it's not my place to ask, but...
I don't mind. It was just something that happened long ago. The story about Shigure plotting to overthrow our lord. That was a lie. A lie that I spread.
But why...
I wanted a just cause to strike him down. Storm Howl, Shigure's name, the leadership of the clan. I used to want all of that for myself.
Do you regret it?
Not at all. Besides, Shigure figured it out a long time ago. But really, I don't know what made me think I had the strength to defeat him back then.
He was... truly strong.
Of course he was. He was the head of the Rangetsu family, the strongest warriors in all the land.
Rokuro, does this make you head of the clan now?
No. I'm a demon. And more importantly, all I ever wanted was to beat my brother. That's enough for me.
You should get out of here while you still have the chance.
If things get hairy, I'll run. But please, let me stay here a little longer. I owe Shigure for giving me back my free will. And he always did hate to be alone.
I never knew that.
You didn't? Weren't you his brother?
We never had time to think about anything other than our training.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean any insult. He lived and he died according to his own beliefs. That has to be good enough. Humans like that are not so bad.
I suppose we aren't.
You're a funny sort of Moloch, aren't you?
Thanks for the compliment.
Na gut. Gehen wir mal weiter. Zerstört es immer. Wollte ich eigentlich nicht machen.
It's scorching. No, it's torrid. Wait, no, it's hot! Can you please stop making a fuss? Anyone who can keep their cool inside a volcano needs their head examined.
I can feel the power of the Earth Pulse flowing upward. This is the life spring.
That's odd. Melchior isn't here.
Have you devoured even Shigure, Lord of Calamity? But remember, the only exorcists whose souls are worthy of sacrifice are Shigure, Oscar, Teresa, and me!
He's above us, at the volcano's peak.
With 3 souls, you can only awaken 3 Empyreans. That won't be enough to seal Inominat's power. If you are missing even one, awakening them will cause this volcano to explode, with you inside it. If you seek to awaken all 4 elemental Empyreans, then come. Try and take my soul from me!
What do you think, Magilo?
Trap. Melchior's greatest strength lies in his power over ice. I only wish we could lure him down here.
But we dare not forget. He's an exorcist who spent years plotting to awaken Inominat.
Exactly. He could be capable of anything. It'd be dangerous to assume otherwise.
Maybe this is the wrong time, but Magilo, you're related to Melchior, right?
You'd better believe it's the wrong time. Long ago, I was Magilanica Loom Maven, Melchior's foster daughter, and before I was cast out, his disciple.
Magilanica? The lost legate?
Huh. So even after 10 years, my name still lives on.
I'm impressed. You must have commanded a lot of respect.
Not in the least. The relationship between Melchior and I was like that between Velvet and Artorias. The debts owed, and the grudges held. Velvet, you don't have to believe me. You may never believe me. But I tell you now, I want to settle my—
I don't much care about the affairs of a witch, now do I? I'm going to the peak to find him. Just doing what I want, like always.
Yep, that's right. And I'm going with you, like always. Piece of cake, it's a cinch, piece of cinch. It's scorching, it's freezing, it's scorching.
What are you muttering about?
You told me to chill out when I complained about the heat.
Is that still bothering you?
I heat up quickly and cool down slowly. I'm not bothering anyone, so go on, get lost!
That's even more annoying. I mean, come on. If it's both hot and cold, it's not scorzing. It's freeching, clearly.
That doesn't sound like me at all. Wait, that's not even my point! My skin feels like a frozen shell, but somehow my insides are boiling! This is miserable! It should be one or the other. I can't stand this fence-sitting!
Oh? Well, so what about the pineapple and sweet and sour pork?
Gross!
A sweet omelet?
The crime against nature.
Chocolate-covered raisins?
Whoever thought up dried grapes should be hanged!
Well then, what about peach pie?
I don't see what you're getting at!
What about yourself?
Utterly vile.
Doesn't that make you a fence-sitter?
That's why I'm having you eat that old man and shove him into the life spring.
I hope you learn to like yourself.
Don't try to embarrass me.
Guti, da haben wir ja den Speicherpunkt. Das ist sehr gut. Den benutze ich hier. Und Melchior machen wir dann in der nächsten Folge, würde ich sagen. Erklimme den Gipfel des Vulkans, um Melchior zu finden. Genau, das machen wir dann in der nächsten Folge. Ja. Ein schönes Panorama. Na, guck mal, schöner Hintergrund hier. Und damit beende ich die Folge. Und ja, wir sehen uns dann in der nächsten wieder. Bis dahin, lasst es euch gut gehen. Haut rein.